Hello, I'm Stefan Albert Johnson. I'm CEO and co-founder, along with Dr. Catherine Sykes of Calviri. Calviri's mission is to end deaths from cancer worldwide. We think we could do this because we've made immunological discoveries that allow us to develop technologies that could transform diagnostics in cancer, for cancer and vaccines. I don't need to convince you that cancer is a serious problem. There's over 9 million deaths a year in the world. There's over 70% of those are actually occur in the developing world, with an annual cost of more than $1 trillion. The solution to this problem is fairly straightforward. It's well known that early detection, even with conventional therapy, can lead to cures. So Calviri's developed a simple, blood-based, inexpensive, sensitive peptide array that can detect any cancer based on the immune response the person has to their own tumor. We can accompany that using the same data. We can accompany that with an off-the-shelf companion therapeutic vaccine for any cancer. And we may even be able to develop a preventative cancer vaccine. Calviri's products have some unique advantage. First of all, as far as the diagnostics, we're the only company that has a sensitive enough diagnostic assay that can be used for population screening, and one that could allow home collection of samples. Our therapeutics vaccines are also unique in that we are the only ones that can make an off-the-shelf vaccine for any type of cancer in any stage. And we may even be able to make a broadly protective preventative vaccine. Because our products are inexpensive, they can address the worldwide market, and they can also be used for vet applications. The basis for these capabilities is a discovery that we made. Well, almost everybody else in the cancer community has been focused on mutations and neoantigens that have been created at the DNA. We focused on variants that are created at the RNA, which are much more frequent, and they create highly immunogenic, recurrent frameshift neoantigens that are a basis for our technologies. So what happens is that in a tumor cell, they make these frameshift aberrant peptides that we've discovered. They release them. The immune response sees them at the very earliest stages of a tumor and creates antibodies in the blood that are directed to those frameshift antigens. So all we have to do is make a peptide array that has all of the peptides that a frameshift variants that can be made in tumors, and then take a drop of blood, apply to that, and we can read out directly what antigens the tumor is making. This is the basis for being able to make therapeutic vaccines, preventative vaccines, and diagnostics. Calviri is going to focus in the short term on the diagnostics, but then move into the vaccine production near on. I do want to point out that we are currently in a clinical trial that's the largest interventional clinical trial in dogs that's ever been done, where we're enrolling 800 dogs to test our vaccine to prevent cancer. Our business plan is straightforward. For the human diagnostics, which is a potential $27 billion a year market in the US alone, we're going to partner with and have a liquidity event before 2022. We'll also partner for developing the diagnostics and vaccines for dogs, and we'll have a liquidity event in that regard by 2021. Calviri will retain the array production capability, both as a revenue stream and to enable us to have data rights. And we will develop the human vaccines. We have a board that's extremely experienced in business development that will help us affect those business plans. And right now, Calviri is in a $2 million bridge fund that we will use that money to expand our productive capabilities. And then we will do key C and V level hires. After the bridge fund, we'll do a $15 million A. That will give us about 2 years runway, where we will expand our clinical trials and initiate new human and dog clinical trials. If you're interested in this, area, I'd urge you to visit our website or to contact me personally. Thank you.